Alright, let's talk about why the Russo brothers might be the most controversial directors in the Marvel Universe. And why their return for Avengers. Doomsday is either genius or a disaster waiting to happen. I'll start with this. Chris Evans just called his Captain America storyline in this movie brutal. Now that word alone should make every Marvel fan pause. Because when the Russos say brutal, they mean it literally. Remember how they broke Steve Rogers' spirit in Civil War and Endgame? Yeah, they're doubling down. They've made a career out of taking heroes and smashing them into the ground until we question what heroism even means. And personally, I think that's what makes them fascinating but also kinda problematic. Let's unpack this idea of brutal storytelling. The Russos love characters who get knocked down repeatedly but keep getting up. But is that really the only way to define a hero? Or are they just glorifying trauma for the sake of drama? Think about it. Steve Rogers has always been about resilience, sure. But when directors admit their favorite thing is kicking his butt, it feels less like storytelling and more like emotional exploitation. It's like they're asking us to enjoy watching a saint get treated like a punching bag. And maybe that's the point. Maybe the real hero isn't the guy who never breaks. It's the audience who keeps watching despite the anguish. Now here's where things get weirdly brilliant. Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Dr. Doom. Wait, not Iron Man Doom. The guy who once sued Marvel over his cameo in The Incredible Hulk. This isn't just casting. It's a meta-commentary on RDJ's entire MCU legacy. By giving him the biggest villain role, the Russos are forcing us to confront the idea that maybe Tony Stark's redemption arc was just the prelude to his ultimate corruption. And let's not sleep on the voice Anthony Russo gushed about. If Downey's doing something unexpected with Doom's tone, we're not just getting a new villain. We're getting a twisted mirror of Iron Man himself. That's the kind of layered villainy Marvel usually misses. And if it works, it could redefine their antagonists forever. But here's the elephant in the room. This movie's trying to do everything. Legacy Avengers? Check. X-Men? Check. Fantastic Four? Check. Thunderbolts? Why not throw in the Eternals while we're at it? There's a real risk here of turning Doomsday into a cinematic buffet. Too many characters, no soul. Yet, if anyone can make chaos work, it's the Russos. They've already proven they can juggle 30-plus heroes in Endgame. The difference now? They're not just saving the universe, they're trying to destroy it in style. So what's the bigger picture? This feels like Marvel's end of an era special. Evans, Downey, and the Russos, all the original architects coming back to burn down their own mansion. But here's my biggest question. Will this brutal, star-studded spectacle feel like a cathartic finale? Or just a nostalgic cash grab with a side of emotional whiplash? Personally, I'm leaning toward the former. Because if there's one thing the Russos understand, it's that audiences don't just want heroes, they want broken ones. And in 2026, we're all gonna find out if watching Steve Rogers suffer one last time is the gut punch we need or the one we deserve. Closing thought.